This is the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside Jamaica Magazine.
Encouraging the information flow, sharing the news and views you need to know.
We are building an informed Jamaica every day. Listening to what you say.
Hi, I'm Samantha Allen. You're tuned into Jamaica Magazine. On this week's pages, the story of reggae, giving inner city residents the tools to self-improvement, and the news of the week. Go nowhere, the magazine turns a rhythmic page in moments.
Broken homes, broken people, desolation, desperation. Just 300 miles away, our brothers and sisters in Haiti are crying for help, our help, your help. Join the JIS and the ODPEM as we collect canned food and other non-perishable items for the earthquake victims in Haiti. Their lives depend on it. Leave your donations at the JIS, 58A Halfway Tree Road, Kingston 10, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Or take your gifts to the ODPEM, 2 to 4 Haining Road, Kingston 5, Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or make cash donations at any branch of NCB, account number 212387304. Together we can make a difference. Together we can help Haiti.
We're smack dab in the middle of Reggae Month, when Jamaicans who create, enjoy, and earn a living off the musical form take time to highlight its importance to Jamaicans and Jamaica. So what better time to tell the story of reggae, its history, formation, and development? That's next.
The origin of Jamaica's most imaginative and recognized cultural product is steeped in mystery. Could reggae have been born in a tenement yard on 5th Street, Trench Town? Or was it composed by chance in a studio that would later be made famous for the coincidence?
Beg you to love me sometime.
To learn the real story behind the music, you'll have to go back, way back, some 60-odd years or so, not to a specific place or person, but to the instance when the beat changed.
I would like to go back to the 40s because in Jamaica at that time there was only live music, which was a good thing because that's where the instrumentalists that contributed so greatly to development of, and the beginning of Jamaica music started from, because they were the big bands, the Roy Coburns, you know, the Sonny Bradshaws and so forth in those early days.
From live music to mento, and then quickly to the blue beat, the North American import rhythm and blues then fused effortlessly with jazz to produce ska. This was the 1950s.
Ska started out of the influence of rhythm and blues. We didn't like rock and roll too much, and so we wanted to make our own. So ska came out of that, the faster beat.
Now do a dip.
By 1966, the sharp, choppy ska beat gave way to the lingering melodic tempo of rocksteady.
Rocksteady became slower, where you have a more one drop. You know, the drummer was doing that one drop, and then the musicians played around that, and the bass line, you know, the bass line started, we slowed up to go with the drumming.
Before that, you call 16 beats, and drop to one, drop to 8. So it's
Rocksteady
the rhythm, the ska still continue, but the bass rock, and the guitar and the piano ska same way, but the bass, the emphasis on the bass, so you fall back and this had was already. So you rock and then you steady.
The slow beat created a songwriter's paradise. Pop vocal groups emerged on the scene, and the lyrics they penned bordered on hard-hitting social commentary. But there was one setback.
Cox and Dodd tried to have that driving sound system music going, and Rocksteady wasn't that driving. And so in 1968, reggae was introduced to Jamaica.
If reggae can ever be edged to a set place, then 13 Brentford Road is its home. It was here at Studio One in 1968 that Rocksteady briefly went back 20 years, married the folk rhythms of Mento, and gave birth to reggae.
Up to 8, 6, then reggae.
The people could have easily said, I don't want that, and I don't want that, this is too slow and all, but it didn't. It didn't go like that. It was between the dance, the sound system and so forth. It just happened, and I can't tell you when, how, it just happened, and we just went straight into it.
The guitar led the reggae music orchestra, and the bass maintained the melodic patterns in the background. It is interesting to note that even though the fusion would change the course of local music history forever, it was to be one of its most celebrated strokes of luck.
No, I didn't really want to give out this piece of information, but since we're at it, I won't be mean. Clement Dad brought a piece of machinery to the studio for about a year. It was sitting there. And no one knew exactly what to do with it. And so they hooked it up one day and decided to implement it. And they discovered it was a tape delay. And so they hooked it into the machine and they started doing it into the recording. So when they put the guitar sound through the tape delay, it comes back saying that chick. The rest of studios hearing this recording out, they thought it was the guitar making that and just copied that, and that was the birth of reggae music.
Jackie Mitu invited Larry Marshall to try out on the new sound. The experiment yielded Nanny Goat and Baby Tell Me Why. But it was Toots and the Maytals, Do the Reggae, that christened the music form forever. Reggae would deliver dance crowds from the sluggish rocksteady beat. The people needed a change in pace. Reggae upped the tempo. Reggae turned up the heat on some of the social and economic challenges that the people were facing. It premiered as the voice of the people.
It's time now for the major news developments of the past few days.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your news of the week. The Jamaica Debt Exchange Program JDX continues to yield results. To date, 97% of bondholders have decided to come on board. Under the program, government bondholders are being asked to exchange the old bonds for new ones with a lower interest rate and an extended maturity date. The exchange is expected to save the government around 42 billion Jamaican dollars in interest payments. The deadline is February 16. The government is hoping to complete negotiations with the Caribbean Airlines for the sale of Air Jamaica by the end of next month. In a statement to Parliament on February 10, Prime Minister Bruce Golding said the negotiations were well advanced. He says a non-binding letter of intent has been signed with a target date for completion of March 31, 2010. The government is selling the national carrier to get the multi-billion-dollar debt-ridden asset off the national budget.